What we do as distribution specialists at Lord & Richards is we teach you how to get more money out of your portfolio every month for your income than you would ever dare to do under those outdated methodologies. Hi, friends. This is Colin Richards, and I am really enjoying this little series that we're doing on the differentiators of Lord & Richards. And the one we're talking about right now is the fact that we are distribution specialists, not accumulation only, but distribution. That means that not only are we going to focus on building and growing your portfolio, but we're going to figure out in a written plan through a process we call a financial independence review, whether you're ready now or need to make adjustments in order to make sure your money never runs out as long as you live. And there's so much more involved in the plan than just distribution, but I'm focusing in there because so seldom will you have a conversation with an advisor who is a true specialist for those who are nearing or in retirement in distribution. And when I say nearing, I'm saying 50s and up. And so folks, you have got to have a distribution specialist in your corner if you're going to retire without worry. And so what we're going to do is we're going to focus on making sure you never run out of money and achieve what we call financial independence, to never worry about having to go back to work again, whether you want to or not. And you've got to rely on tools like institutional risk management to do this. And I can just tell you, other advisors are not doing this. They choose not to do it. They choose not to access those resources and tools because they're outside of their wheelhouse. That's fine. Their focus is on accumulation, very appropriate for somebody in their 20s getting started with their investment and early 30s. But once you get into the middle of life, you have got to add this. Now, in spite of all of our best efforts, if we're using the market as part of your plan, you can never say the word guarantee when it comes out of running out of money. We can talk about our Lord & Richards safety percentage. That's a guarantee that you will never drop below your threshold of tolerance. And if you do, we're so confident in it that we'll promise you we'll stop charging fees. So you're not going to get that anywhere else. That's the Lord & Richards safety percentage. But we're also going to provide what I call an income guarantee, because other resources like stocks, bonds, mutual funds, ETFs, all the tools that are out there, if you throw them on the table, everybody's got access to the same basic stuff. They're not sufficient. You're going to have to put some additional tools into the box if you're going to have an actual, what we call income guarantee. See, you're not unfamiliar with this because people have pensions, right? We know the military has pensions, government workers have pensions. There's still some companies that offer private pensions, but they're rare. Used to be you could count on your gold watch at retirement if you were a man, or some other article of clothing or jewelry if you're a woman, and retire worry-free on your pension. My dad has 2 of them for his faithful service in both the military and law enforcement, and for which we are forever grateful. But that's very rare, right? So a pension is a guaranteed income stream. People can use the word guarantee. But gradually, companies and even now governments are offloading that risk to employees and making you participate exclusively in their 401k plan, a retirement savings plan that is not guaranteed. And advisors are using outdated models like the rule of 4% to try to help you guess your way through retirement. But what we learn is that regular market downturns have destroyed that methodology and people are still using it. I don't understand why. It's been disproven over and over again. And if you use the same tools and resources like a 60-40 portfolio, you have no real assurance that your money is not going to run out and you're going to live your retirement years in fear. And here's the practical effect. You'll live on less than what you could. Because what we do as distribution specialists at Lord & Richards is we teach you how to get more money out of your portfolio every month for your income than you would ever dare to do under those outdated methodologies. So what's needed is a modern scientific methodology or approach. And as part of our financial independence review, among other things, we're going to determine where you sit right now in terms of your likelihood or probability of success. If we retired using the tools and resources that your current advisor or you yourself have put in place, are you ready? And can we give a high probability of success that you'll never run out of money? Well, that 60-40 portfolio is often an immediate clue to me. I know what the results are going to look like. You're going to come up with less than a 50% chance of success if you've got a typical balance between your budget and the size of your portfolio. because that has a lot to do with it as well. That's because the 60/40 portfolio still has tons of risk. Those bonds you thought were safe, we learned. We've got empirical data. We don't have to go back in time. We've just 2 years ago experienced a 25% drop broadly in the bond market that coincided with the drop in stocks. Excessive risk. And then the second thing is you're getting this blended return from this fusion of stocks and bonds that still keeps you exposed to risk and doesn't give you that much upside. So I see these huge downside testing when we back test, and then we don't see that much upside. So that's what's killing your probability of success. What we do at Lord & Richards is we can replace that blended portfolio with a growth-oriented portfolio that still uses institutional risk management and moves your probability of success needle way higher, often 100%. And we back that up with over 10,000 simulations. But we're still not there yet where we can say guarantee. We can say high probability of success, 100% probability of success, but we're not going to guarantee it. Well, the Lord & Richards Income Guarantee is a way that we can actually do that. So what we will do is develop, using sophisticated institutional tools, a written income plan that will take into account all your other streams of income, like your pension, Social Security, rental income, etc. Bringing that together, we're not going to depend exclusively on the whims of market investments, which can leave you holding the bag. Even with a great probability of success, we can't account for everything, right? We will design a written income plan that includes a guarantee that your income stream will never end as long as you and your spouse are alive. We'll put that in writing. A guaranteed income stream. That will provide you with an assurance that your money will never run out before you run out of life. As part of your total plan for success, for financial independence, we're going to need a guaranteed income stream. And folks, this is what makes the difference between the joy that my dad and others like him experience with 100% guaranteed income and the fear and the sorrow that comes with being subject to the whims of the market and having maybe even to look at going back to work. We want you to never run out of money before you run out of life. If you'd like to learn more about the Lord & Richards Income Guarantee, just pick up the phone. It starts with a simple phone call.